Welcome back, guys, for more Space Engineers, and in this episode, we're going to be putting in blast doors. Now, this is going to be super scary and dangerous, because I'm going to be tampering with the cliff edge. Okay, here's my idea. I really like these hangar doors. They're very cool. The problem is that you only get 2 tiles of opening on each side. So we get 2 tiles at the top and 2 tiles at the bottom, giving us a 4 tile wide entry, which is just not enough. Now maybe 6 would be enough. Yeah, we could probably work with 6. So what I'm thinking is, wouldn't it be cool if this part actually retracted into here? And the same with the bottom. So essentially what we'd do is we'd move this up 1, right? And then that would go down and this one would go up, and that would give us a 6 tile wide opening. Yeah. How the hell are you going to do that, Sky? Well, I'm glad you asked me that. And the answer is, I have no freaking idea, but I'm going to work it out. Obviously, this is going to have to go like all the way across here. So the first thing I need to do is get rid of all of these, and I'm going to have to get rid of these as well. And my inventory's full. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking right now. If we take the tiles back on either side, like this, and like that. Okay. And then we're going to use blast doors. And did I set up blast doors somewhere? I think I probably did. Yeah, here we go. So blast doors. What I'm thinking is that we actually have blast door tiles like along here like this, and along here like this. Now this is not like super ideal, because it's going to mean that we're going to have a little gap along here, which is not perfect, but like, is it something that I could potentially live with? I mean, I suppose, probably, maybe. Like, are we even going to notice? Like, not really. So, because these blast doors are slightly smaller, we can have something in between them which can move. That's the idea. So I suppose in the simplest terms, we have a piston somewhere which is connected to our whole row of these hangar doors, and just moves the hangar door up and down like 1 tile. So I guess the first job is to just rip out all of these blocks and replace them with the blast door blocks. Actually, I lied. The first thing we need to do is to sort the terrain out, because this needs to be lower, because the hangar block, the hangar door block, needs to fully retract. So this needs to be absolutely clear down to below the level of a tile. So I guess I jump in the ship and get rid of some of that terrain. Now this should be pretty easy, he said with a staggering degree of optimism. If we just drop this down, so I'm almost touching the floor, or maybe even touching the floor. Oh, is this gonna, come on. Terrain? Are you gonna, oh, okay. There we go. Finally. Right, yeah, that is going down, but I think I'm going to need to tip forward a little more to get enough depth. Okay, and then having got the depth that I need, then I can just work my way along, and hopefully we're going to end up with a nice little trench that we can sink those blocks into. Okay, so how did it turn out? Let's have a look. Oh, and the answer is spectacularly good. Okay, that's perfect. Now, these 2 blocks here mark the center point of this whole thing. And it's an even number of blocks, so it's 2 blocks for the center point. So the piston is not going to be centered, but it doesn't matter. So what I'm thinking is this. I'm going to remove this block, and then I'm going to have a piston and a drill and drill down. Now I could just use my drill and drill down, right? But I think it will be a bit neater to do it with the drill and a bit cooler. And I'm all about the cool. And the drill. Okay, all done. So literally just got to hit reverse and it should. Oh, and there it goes. Awesome sauce. Let's go down here. This is gonna take a little while unless I speed it up. I think we can actually speed this up. Speed? We can actually speed this up a bit. Because I think that's a bit on the slow side. What about... Should we try 0.1? Let's try 0.1. Go. I mean, what's the worst that happens? I break the drill. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Oh, there you go. That's better. And a few seconds later, we've got ourselves a hole. So now that we've got our hole, what we need is a perfectly aligned block at the bottom of it. So then our piston goes on the top. And how is that? Oh, that's pretty good. But it is a little bit higher than this. Which, no, we're going to have to go down and I'll adjust it. Okay, so how do I find like exactly the right level for the piston head? Well, I'm just wondering if I can do this. So if I put a couple of blocks like that, and then just raise the piston. Okay, now we've got power, and it can move. Now, I'm hoping that that's just going to come up to, like, exactly the right level and stop. And it has. Good Lord, something worked. I'm just a little bit shocked. I mean, it does happen occasionally. Okay, so the current position is 2.4 meters. So what we can do is now set the minimum distance at 2.4 meters. Okay. So the maximum distance is going to be 1 block higher, which is 2.5 meters. So that means the maximum distance is going to be 4.9, isn't it? Yeah. 4.9 meters. Okay. Right. So all I've got to do now, if I put the blast door blocks in there and then have these blocks going all the way down here. Now, at the moment, this piston's not powered because these are not actually connected to this. But when we get to the other end of here, come on, boom, 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 we should find that in this direction, so going this way, they're okay. Let me show you. So you can see it's a full block going that way, whereas that way it's not a full block. There's a gap on either side. So hopefully, really, why can't I place that there? Come on, there we go. Thank you. Right now, the piston should be powered, and yes, the piston is going up, and it should stop at the perfect height. Am I still going to have that one? I got to say, I do like it. It's just from a distance, it gets a bit visually glitchy. What are the other variants? That's kind of nice. That one's got the window in the bottom. I'm not so keen on that one. That one is a bit too plain. I love those pistons at the top. Those hydraulic pistons, they just look so good. So I think I'm still going to go with this one. Yeah. Yeah, I think those just look really, really good. That goes on there. Awesome. And then we just have them all the way along. Like this. Okay, I got a bit carried away there. You're going to be able to see a gap through here. So, slight change. Get rid of these. Let's get rid of them from this end. Boom, 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 boom. And then these two. What we need is a regular block on top of this, isn't it? Yeah. If we're going to put a block on top of it, then we want to go down both of those by 2.5. Which, that's the minimum distance is set 2.4, so we can't go down 2.5. So, yeah, I'm actually going to have to get rid of this and the block underneath. But at least we now know, like, exactly what it should be. Okay, so the new piston is all set up. We've got maximum distance 4.9, minimum distance 2.4. The velocity, I'm not sure what the velocity is going to be. I'm thinking like maybe like 0.25 or something. Okay, we're all set up and the piston is now sitting at its minimum height. So we need to put a block on top of there, and then we want the hangar door sitting on top of that. Okay, so the hangar door is now at the correct position. So if I go down here and activate this, so reverse, and it comes up to the right position. And because we've got this block there, we won't be able to see any gap. Let's get that welded up so that we can actually see it. And I don't know if I've got enough plate to do it. Oh, I have. Okay. You know what? I think that's gonna be okay. Right, let's weld this up. There we go. And we've got it. We have got it. Okay, so I would need to hook this up to the sensor, and we could actually see if this will work. But I'm gonna need something more, because we've now got two components that need to activate. We need to activate the hangar door, and we need to activate the piston. And the sensor will only handle one of those. Now, I could use an event block or something, but I think the easiest, just to get it working, is to just throw a second sensor in here. And then one sensor can activate the piston, and the other sensor can activate the hangar doors. So when we detect, we want to retract. And then when we don't detect, we want to extend. Does that work? I don't know. So it's down at the moment. It should be detecting us. So that's right. But if I move away, oh, and it works. Okay. And then I move in, and then it retracts. The rest of the hangar doors are retracting. Obviously, I haven't set this one up because it's not in the hangar doors group. But, I mean, should we add it? Seriously, I can't. Why is this so much fun? It's ridiculous. Okay, so I've maxed out the range on both of the sensors to 50 meters, and it's all configured. So let's see, does it work? And at what point does it work? And just about the red line. Oh, and it all retracts. Let's go back outside the red line. Ow, that's just perfect. I'd love that. Oh, hell yeah. That is just super freaking awesome. Well, I tell you what, I have got a lot of work to get all of this built. But man, this is going to be awesome when it's finished. Now, you might think that, well, that's enough work to be getting on with, Sky. No, because there's something else I want to do. Let's check my inventory first. I need to pick up some steel. Oh, good Lord. Yeah, this is going to get even bigger, even more work. Let's pick up some of that. I'll do. Okay. If we come over here, this entrance, I mean, I like it the way it is, but I want to take advantage of that view. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to start throwing in some blocks coming out here like this. Probably to there, I'm thinking. And then we'll bring these up to, let's see. So this is going to be upper block. So that's going to be there, which would be there, wouldn't it? Yep. Yeah, I want like a viewing like area at this kind of height, looking out to this view. That's the idea. Yeah, easier said than done. How am I going to do this? Okay, well, I think I need to come up like one more to there. And then we're going to try putting some windows in. So, yeah. Let's try that there. Then we want these sloping windows like this coming out across here. Let's put in one more. Okay, so now I can go back to the blocks and do a bit of floor. Okay, and then we'd have some kind of arrangement on top, which I've no idea what that would be yet, but it's going to be some blocks of some description. Okay, what I want to do is just get that built to kind of get a feel for it. All right, windows going in. And yeah, I only got 3. Okay. How does that look? I mean, this is just like trying to get an idea. Obviously, we'd have like nice slopey sides and making a nice shape, but does it kind of work? Yeah, I think this needs to like project out one and have a slope coming back, and then I think this would need to come out on top a little bit. Yeah, but generally speaking, I like it. And then obviously we'd have an area behind it which has these incredible views, which is awesome. I think we'd want a window on the side as well, because the best of the view is actually like round there. I think the most obvious thing is putting sloping blocks underneath. Yeah, that's way better straight away. And then do the same thing on top and have some sloping blocks on top. Like that. And instantly, I think that's looking like a million times better. Just got to finish off a few bits. I've put in a proper corner around here, as well as sloping the roof above and below. Come on, get in. There we go. And a little bit there. Okay. Oh, I think now we're getting somewhere. Now, this is kind of important. I'll be honest, I wanted to do this as one project, the hangar doors, and then do this as a separate project. But the problem is that they're kind of interlinked. Because obviously I'm gonna have to raise this up and drill into here, and then it's going to affect this rock overhanging. And yeah, now what I'm thinking is that part of this rock face is going to go away. Yeah. Now the question is, like, how high do I go, and how does that impact the look? Because it's going to change the look quite a lot. Although looking at that, I'm thinking it's going to change it for the better. Like, if I don't really screw it up, then I think this is going to be a nice addition. I think we're starting to get somewhere. Let's get rid of the tool so we can see. Let's back off a little bit and see. There is something bugging me, and I think it's that instead of using a 45-degree angle, I should have come out with a 30-degree angle. That's what I'm thinking. Let me throw in like a couple of sections and we'll see. So let's see, what would I want? I would want, oh, come here. I'd want that, and then this one flipped around, let's see, that way. Boom, boom. And then we'd want the same, well, would we want the same? I don't know whether we want the same arrangement on the top. I don't know. But let's just put that in, and see if that's like a better result. I think it will be, but you don't know until you actually look. Yeah, I think the change of angle and having it come out more is definitely better. Yeah. In fact, you could even play around with this and have like the main section with it like that, and then I don't know, maybe have some other sections, a section, multiple sections, which have this just to create some difference. I want to go with this angle, so let me put that in across the whole thing and see how that works. Well, yeah, that's a big improvement, I think. I love the fact that it kind of casts more of a shadow. Yeah, that is the way to go. Okay, well, we're starting to see that we've got a chunk of this which has got to go. I tell you what, while we're here, let's just drop down and let's just take a little look at the views. Oh, hell yeah. I mean, get rid of the wind turbines, obviously. I had a couple of people ask me in the what? Well, not ask, dictate to me. Why do you keep rebuilding them and moving them around? Why don't you just move them to where they're going to go, like up on the mountain? And the answer is because I don't know yet. I don't know what the layout is going to be on top of the mountain. But this is, oh yeah. I mean, how could we not have like an observation platform here with these views? I mean, it is just staggering. My original plan was that, let's see, if I go inside, I'll show you. My original plan was that this stairway, let's drop down. This stairway that goes up, it's not that one. It's the one on the catwalk, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, let's go up here because that just goes to the control room. It's this one. Yeah. This corridor along here, right, was going to turn left and go behind this wall along here, right? And this is obviously not very far away. Come on, open up. If you get to the end of this room, that is not very far away from here. So there would just be a passageway, corridor leading out here. And then here I was planning on having like accommodation with, of course, glorious views of all of this. Now, do I still do that? I mean, at the moment, that's the plan. I've got a suggestion for you, Sky. What's that then? Why don't you shut up and finish building this? Yeah, all right. I think I'm almost happy. Almost, but not quite. The whole thing has to move up at least one tile. Yeah, it's got to move up one tile. So we would have, like we had before, we've got just like a blank tile above this. And then we start to slant. Yeah. Now, the reason for this is up here. Because if we had this face going across here, we've still got a little bit of cliff hanging out. And there's no kind of nice way to trim that back. Whereas if we're up a block, then I should be able to put these. This is going to be very close. Yep. That works. It's the next tile. Is the next tile going to work? So if we're up at that height, and then we put, let's see, these in. Is that gonna work? I mean, you know what? I don't know. If I bring it forward one, then it definitely works. So is that what I should do? And I'm seriously thinking yes. So it needs to come forward to there and then have the slant on there. Because then the slant is clear of the cliff completely. The question is, like, is that too far forward? Well, there's kind of only one way to find out, and that's to build the darn thing. Now, unfortunately, I'm a bit time limited today because Picture Perfect and I have family in town, and we're having drinks and dinner and stuff. So it's eating into my time for building, which is just very annoying, quite frankly. But, you know, family, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Right, so that is looking pretty good, I think. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. Right, I'm going to get as much done as I possibly can today. But there's no way I'm going to finish all of this today. I just don't have the time. Hopefully we'll have something that gives us kind of the general impression of where we're going. Is that vague enough? Oh man, I'm into the stuff that I love now, because all of the kind of the planning and figuring out is done, and now it's just like build it and start thinking about the accents and detailing and stuff. All right, yeah, let me make some progress. Okay, well, I can't delay it any longer. It's the scary part. I'm gonna have to jump into the mining ship and cut this part of the cliff away. And once it's gone, it can never come back. All right, here we go. Oh God, I'm terrified. Don't mess anything up, Sky, for God's sake. Okay. So, gently does it. Okay, a little bit up. How's that? A little bit more. A little bit more. Yeah, a little bit more. Right, okay. That's fine. That is absolutely fine. Now, the question is, how far back have I got to go? That's a very, very good question. And I think the answer is that I've got to go back, like, all the way to where the hangar doors are. I guess I take a section back and then work from that, right? I'd say that's probably the right idea. So maybe square up a little bit. It's very difficult. The perspective of the camera is slightly distorted. Okay, I think that is back to the hangar doors. Is it? Yeah, it is. Okay, that's exactly where I want to be, I think. Okay, I think I am pretty much done. I'm just having a little final run across to smooth. Okay, I think we might be done. How are my batteries? Yeah, my batteries are fine. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look too bad. Right, I can get back to the building now. Well, time has beaten me. Time has not only beaten me, it has completely whooped my ass. But yeah, I think we get the impression, right? And yeah, I can already tell we need like a control room or something coming out slightly, like in the middle section, because it's just flat and boring at the moment. I've no idea what I'm going to do with the roof, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. We definitely... I am wondering if there shouldn't be some kind of like control tower or something. So maybe this center section comes out like, I don't know, a few blocks, and then there's like a control tower on the top. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ideas that I've got. Which ones we'll end up using, I don't know. If you want to find out what I do, well, you have to come back for the next episode. One thing I can tell you is the hangar doors are going to get more complicated. It's not just going to be a case of one piston and a row of hangar doors, you know, going up and down. Oh no, there's going to be sections. There's going to be various different bits. I'm not going to spoil it. If you want to see all that, come back for the next episode. I'll be waiting for you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me on the journey. I'm loving it. I'll catch you for the next one. Peace out.